When you first see Ann-Margret in that bikini, it almost seems unreal, so get ready. Everything hits you at once. The curves, the radiant grin, the fiery hair, and the way she moves as though each stride had its own beat. What a body in this bikini, you think as your eyes widen. However, if you watch this video through to the very end, you'll notice that it's not simply her body that really makes you gasp. She was one of the most remarkable women to ever appear in front of a camera because of her unique combination of ability, suffering, fortitude, and fire. Her narrative will alter your perspective on each and every one of those beach photos, so stay with me. When Ann-Margret first came to the attention of the public, it wasn't because she made an excessive effort, but rather because she possessed something unique. She had the ability to act, sing, dance, and light up a space simply by entering it. She became the epitome of vigor and enthusiasm both on stage and on television. The directors were aware that the audience would be unable to look away if she appeared in a bikini sequence. However, it was never only about exposing skin in that scene. It was about showcasing her inner wild, free, and joyful nature. People are responding to the outside when they remark, "What a body in this bikini." However, much labor lies behind that shape. In dance routines, rehearsals, and long filming days that would have left most people fatigued, Ann-Margret pushed herself. Because her job required it, she maintained her physical strength. These well-known bikini sequences were a part of entire performances, not just looks. If you pay great attention, you can observe how she moves, utilizes her hands, her head, and even the slightest change in her shoulders. Every aspect of her is narrating a tale. Naturally, the camera adored her face as well. People were intrigued by the combination of sweetness and danger, innocence and wickedness. Was she the wild girl you were warned about, or was she the kind girl next door? In actuality, she possessed elements of both. That double energy is even more potent in a bikini on a sunny beach or under scorching lights. She has a warm, inviting appearance, but you can also sense that she is more than just a toy. The scene is under her control. Everyone else is merely catching up to her, who is the focal point. But beneath those radiant pictures, life wasn't always simple. Fans did not always see Ann-Margret's severe injuries, emotional difficulties, and difficult times. She occasionally had to battle her way back, restore her health, and regain her equilibrium. Keeping that in mind gives those well-known bikini pictures a new significance. There's more to this than just a flawless body. You are witnessing a person who persevered, never gave up, and handled her suffering with dignity. As time went on, cameras, fashion, and the discourse surrounding women's bodies all evolved. However, the images of Ann-Margret in a bikini persisted. They continued to appear in loudly titled videos, web articles, and magazines. Many of them merely discuss her body, her curves, and her shape. However, if you have seen the entire film, you can see how superficial that is. Yes, she looked amazing in a bikini. But for a lady who could command a stage, steal a scene, and win people over with a single glance, the bikini was just one garment. The fact that she never appeared to be constrained by those pictures is what really sets her apart. She gave herself permission to mature, evolve, and assume new positions that sometimes revealed more depth but less skin. After admiring her bikini pictures, her admirers came to appreciate her strength, humor, and unending grace. The physique that attracted attention in the beginning evolved into a more comprehensive, richer image of a complete human being. You can nod and agree when someone remarks, "Ann-Margret, what a body in this bikini," but you can also respond, "There is so much more to her than that." Because you now understand the backstory of the photos. The skill, the effort, the suffering, the fire, and the quiet bravery that kept her glowing even after the camera cut. Make sure to watch our videos through to the end, hit like, share them with a friend who remembers her in those iconic roles, and remember to subscribe so you never miss the next story. If you liked this in-depth look into her life and want more videos that go beyond the surface of shocking headlines and daring photos,